wanderings, and today I'm going to be showing you the gear that I use when I go fishing. I'm pretty low-key when it comes to what I take out when I go fishing. Today I'm just going to give you a general run-through of a few items I think that are essential. First off, paddle, obviously. We're going to start at the front of the kayak and we're going to make our way back. I learned the hard way that you have to have a net. I don't fish with anything smaller than this. Most of the time I'm catching smallmouth, and this is much too large for smallmouth, but if I catch a big pike or muskie, I need something a little bit bigger. I always have this measuring board with me. I really love to know how big the fish are, and I found that with just a regular tape measure or something, you can't get a really great accurate measurement inside a kayak. So this is really nice. This kayak is a Jackson Coosa. It's a great sit-on-top kayak. Really, there's two styles of kayak out there, sit inside and sit on top. And for fishing, I really recommend a sit-on-top kayak. It allows you to maneuver in and out. A lot of people have problems with the holes on the inside of the kayak, but I don't find that it's that big of an issue for me. Now, working our way back in the kayak, this right here is a gear track, and it allows me to attach rod holders and camera mounts. I don't have anything on there right now. I also recently added a gear track right here with a Scotty mount. I actually just added that today. Not sure how much I'll use it. It's mostly going to be for trolling, but it's nice to be able to have another rod up in front. Now, working back into our kayak, I always have pliers. These things are just old hemostats, but I always have them attached. You'll notice that I also wear a pair of hemostats, and I also have fingernail clippers. These allow me to snip line and always be able to grab the hooks out of fish's mouths. Underneath my seat, I have this kayaking life jacket. I don't use it very often unless I'm in places where there is current or rapids, but this has saved me a couple times when I have fallen in. You have to have one, even if you're not wearing it. Now, getting to the back of my kayak, I have this milk crate back here. Back here in this crate, I just keep, some plastics. This is all the plastics I take with me. I have some pliers here. I have some mouth openers. These are for muskie in case I have to clip a hook or open its mouth. Water. Usually I don't bring anything but this milk crate, and I just throw what I need inside of it. Sometimes I have a backpack with me, but I find this really not needed. The one important piece of gear that I have is right here. I have it strapped in. This is my waterproof bag, and I keep my phone, wallet, keys, and all of my GoPro gear in this bag at all times. This thing is awesome. It has saved me from getting my gear wet countless times. So get yourself one of these. On the inside, I have a box that keeps all my GoPro materials. When I come out here, I always have 3 batteries for my GoPro Hero 5. I think that's essential. You really need multiple batteries. I have multiple
SD cards because sometimes I run over when I'm filming.
Now, inside the milk crate, I always have my backpack that has my lunch and, you know, a flashlight, etc. But I also have my tackle box. I only have one tackle box here because this is all I normally fish with. I don't consider all of my tackle necessary. I take a couple of topwater, a couple of worms, a couple of spinners, and that's it. Now, for my fishing poles, I have 3 of them back here right now, but normally these are not the 3 that I roll with. But I brought one of each type today just to give you an idea. We're going to start with this ultralight. This is my trout, bluegill, crappie fishing pole. This is a Fluger Presidential ultralight combo. I think it's like 80 bucks maybe, but it's awesome. I've caught 37-inch pike on this rod and reel with like 4 to 6 pound test, so it's great. My second rod and reel is this Fluger again rod and reel combo, and this is going to be at medium action, and this is what I use for smallmouth, pike, muskie. That's my main setup. And lastly, I have my muskie rod. This doesn't get nearly as much action as my other rods, but this is a ugly stick, big water ugly stick spinning rod. Most people roll with bait casters when they fish for muskie, but I like this spinning rod. It does great. It's fine. Now, when it comes to my camera setup, right here in the back, I have this painter's pole, and on top of it, I have an adapter to a GoPro mount. And on top of that, I have this, I don't really know what we're gonna call it, this mount setup, and this is where my GoPro Hero 5 goes in. So when I place it behind me in the rod holder, I can get really cool over-the-shoulder view, or I can get this kind of, you know, direct perspective. It kind of depends on what I'm looking for. Also, I can take it out and I can stick it down into the water and I can get really cool footage with this. This painter's pole extends out and it's really light. So I encourage you guys to pick up one of these if you're doing a setup like myself. This kayak can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 rods just stationary. I can also put a couple of rods in the front if I really want to. Usually when I'm fishing, I have 2 rods in the front, one between my legs, and then the one I'm fishing with, and then I can interchange them as I go. This kayak, while it's a sit-on-top kayak, it's actually really stable. You can stand in this kayak. I've gone through rapids in this kayak. I've flipped this kayak. So there are times when it is a little bit tricky. Now, you can actually fish out of this kayak standing up. If you notice, it's really stable. I mean, I'm not going to tip. I've caught fish out of this, I've landed them, I've sight fished out of this. Usually I take my paddle and I use it kind of like a paddleboard paddle. So the waders that I use are these Sims waders. They are, I think, called the Freestone waders. They're like 245 bucks-ish. I've been using these for, I think, 3 years now, 4 years now, and I haven't had a single problem with them. I fish using my waders all the time and never had a problem. My boots are the Sims Freestone wading boots, and again, I have not had a single problem with any of this gear. I really recommend it. Honestly, I'm tough on my gear, and I've never had a leak. I know this video is a little bit discombobulated. If you guys have any questions, drop a comment down below, and I'd be happy to explain anything else about my setup. You know, I'll help you come up with a kayak suggestion. This one right here is a little bit expensive, but you can do this even with a really inexpensive kayak. If you're interested in any of this gear or you have any questions, I'm going to drop some links below in my description. These are Amazon affiliate links, so if you click on them, it will take you directly to the page on Amazon where you can view the items. I will also put the links in the description for all of my favorite lures in the Upper Peninsula. These lures catch smallmouth, pike, muskie, walleye, largemouth, and really anything else. Any predator fish are going to be hitting these. All my fish I catch on about the same 5 lures, and I'll put that in that description if you're interested or not. If you want to get out and fish remote locations, no one around you, you need a kayak. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Haight's Wanderings. I encourage you all to catch, release, and wander. I'll see you guys next time. This last cast is going to be a muskie. Watch this. What if I actually caught a fish right here? Muskie! I guess not this time. I'll see you guys later. In my next video, I will be catching some muskie. Wow! Now, that was harder than normal because a lot of water got into the inside of this and it all came to the back. That's not how it normally goes.